All right. So, welcome to another daily recap. It's currently 10:30 p.m. evening, almost 11 o'clock, 10:40 p.m. No, 10:30 p.m. But I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm relaxed. So I thought, why not do it right now? I don't need to trade tomorrow because I banked my profits for this week, 3.2%. Made up for my minus 0.2% last week. So I'm up 3% in 2 weeks. I'm cool with that. That's great. No big trades, no big profits, just small profits accumulating over time. We're almost 2 months in, or 1.5 months now, and I'm up 18%. So I'm more than happy. Trust me. This is a sick, solid performance. 2 months of consistent trading. All right, so let's dive into what happened. Daily wise, by the way, it's not gonna be a long one because I already discussed this short trade, but we'll just see. Maybe I can make a little forecast for tomorrow. I don't know if there's any news, so I could just gotta check that. But essentially, we had this candle that yesterday, and we had the daily high and the daily low. Ideally, I wanted to sell from this high, this area where we can now see that this move is coming from. Why this area? Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4 highs above. And I wanted to buy from this area, not below this low. Why not below that low? Well, if we zoom out, we can see that we reached the discount of this bullish leg. So I can actually, hold up, let me mark that out. We can see that we already reached the discount of that leg. We got the impulse move, we got the liquidity building up, and we got on the 50-minute, we have a high, a low, a lower high, a low, low, lower high, a lower low, and a bullish break. So based on that structure, and then Asia low sitting over here, I was looking to take a low below Asia low from this area, and what can we see? Price actually tapped in and during what's it called? And then stock market open at 1:30 p.m. We shut up, shoot up, we flew up, skyrocketed up anyway. And we targeted these highs. What can we see after those highs? That price immediately turned around. So both areas were super valid. My analysis was great. That's very nice. Well, I can just quickly go over that short again. This short was above this high bullish structure. We already reached it. Did we reach the discount? I don't think we did. Oh, we did. But this was the high that took this liquidity over here and then respected it. And we can see this one. We can overall, let me show you in an easy way. You can see that we get a high, low, bullish break, continuation down. Then over here, bullish break, continuation down. Same here, bullish break, and so maybe continuation down. Essentially, all liquidity grabs followed by a bearish continuation. So I was like, okay, this might happen here as well. Now it might actually happen, but now we got a bullish break over here. This is not a strong high, but though, because this is not a high that led to a new low. Therefore, we need to break this high. This is the high that led to this low. And that's the last valid low. So for now, we are inside this range. We are inside this range. And that's actually since Monday, we're ranging. And I actually can trade ranging markets somehow pretty good because it's more of liquidity based. And if you add liquidity to your structure, it's all right. Well, I prefer range like directional markets. Oops. Like this PA, this one. No, not this. Like this, coming above Asia high, taking out this high, reacting here, turn around. Same here. This is directional, it's not ranging. This was the most beautiful trade ever. Oh, I just did my training, so-called, where I just every day in April I go over the same day in March. So I actually fast forwarded a little bit and I backtested the 23rd of March in this trade. So I had a sick entry and I was like 1 to 28 at TP2 or TP3. So yeah, so we are inside this range for now. I'm not trading tomorrow, as I said. I'm gonna do other stuff, but we came back and we built up more liquidity. So with these equals, and then price came down and shut up. Now for this trade, what can we see? We can see that slowdown on the 50-minute over here. Asia highs correction on the way up, then impulse during Frankfurt open. Impulse during Frankfurt open, and that slowdown after reaching that 50%. We got the turnaround in the size of price action. First trade was a break-even trade. Let's delete that now. And then my second trade came actually over here. I saw that break and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna enter. I'm just gonna enter. Because I saw the DXY. I'm gonna show you the DXY as well. The DXY was over here. Yeah. So actually, no, this one. So I had my analysis for the DXY. And on the DXY, I had this trend line and I had these highs over here. So I was like, all right, we might first take these highs. And if we did that, it would have meant that EU would continue this trade, taking out these lows and then taking out the trend line. So it was like this, same story on EU. And then, but it didn't happen. It took the trend line first, but it gave that move up over here, which was my short move on EU. And if you go lower on the DXY as well, we can see that there was no break, but well, actually there wasn't a 1 minute. You can see that slowdown on the way up, coming down, up, down, bullish break. So I was like, all right, just try it. And DXY actually gave a better entry because I was exactly expecting this to happen. This and then this. Now, when it came down, I was scared because I thought, all right, it's gonna break further down, meaning EU coming up. But then I saw this happening. I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. And I tried it and it paid off. Not the best trade, but it played out, which is good. As you can see, not the best trade, but it played out. So then we get a continuation down. And I initially wanted to target Asia lows. And I'm so happy that I didn't. I'm so happy that I didn't. Almost greed kicked in. I was like, nah, fuck it. Just take some off. Take some off. And literally at the point where my 1 to 4 was, I closed it. Or closed, sorry, I closed 80%. Bank 3.2%. And the rest came up. So we got that now. Now, was there a long trade? I wouldn't look for longs here, so there's not really break of structure or anything. No really sellers like here, so no, not really. Now let's remove all this. So we took the trend line, then price came up, and then over here we got a break. And this is where my friend took a short. He entered just like this, just based on this break. No, not even this one. Oh, not even this one. I think he based it on this break. See a low led to the high, and then he entered like this from this fair value gap. Put his stop 1 pip above, 4.4. Lucky motherfucker. And then he closed it around here, closing. I think he did it 1 to 2.5 something, not too big. So yeah, that's it. Or he put a stop above these guys. And then he did a 1 to 2.5. He closed it somewhere over here. Or 1 to 3, I don't know. He made like 200 on it. So yeah, that's it. And then that's basically London. Now, because we took out all this, I want to remove that because it's all noise. Now I want to take that. No, I want to put that back there because this is still a valid liquidity. And we can go into New York, and there was no entry here. I'm correct. Nope, no entry. So last week or this week, New York was very clean. Today, Asia was very clean. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? I would take a trade. I don't know. It would have been a break-even trade. That's unfortunate, but that's a beautiful trade. So we come above that liquidity. Oh no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Look, we create perfect equals. If I'm correct, we don't break through. No, we don't break through. 5 minute. Nope. So I wouldn't take the trade. There's this turnaround. You can see it over here. No early sellers though, so it's a bit tricky. I wouldn't take it because this is the early seller move. Creating perfect equals over here. Early sellers. You can see that it takes out this one. Oops. This one. That's the last loaded too high, but this one is more clear. Respects this one and then continues up. Now if we zoom out, we can see that this is the equal marked out over here. Perfect. This is clean price action. I like it. Now we can actually take this out, move this. Let's keep this on and actually make it like this so we can see that it grabbed that and then respect it somewhere over here. We can take that off. Asia lows taken, Asia highs taken, London lows taken, London highs taken. So basically everything happened today. So after this, everything, liquidity high, liquidity bottom, everything is taken. So I think there's news tomorrow, otherwise we wouldn't be ranging so much. We'll check that out. And then there's your entry, but it doesn't provide anything. I think, let me see. So we got essentially this one leading to this high. You can take this one, but then it doesn't give you an entry at all. 35. 25, no, so no entry. So nothing during New York. Now for tomorrow, what am I expecting? Let's see, I'm gonna do a little forecast. So we came into this 50-minute supply zone. Now let's remove all this, clean it up. We didn't tap into that yet, that 50-minute for yet. Interesting, but don't need to, so don't care. We took liquidity to the highs. What's this? Some sort of trend line? I don't know. We got more going on over here. If we zoom that out, go to the 1 hour, look at that. Still respecting kind of this area in some way. It's more of a, where is it? Channel. Did they remove that? No, they wouldn't never do that. Fib channel. What the fuck? No. This one. Maybe they gave it a different name. I'm gonna find it now. We got time enough, so maybe it's this one. Might be this one. And they just named it different. So yeah, they named it different. So if you just put that on there and put this one, what a bullshit uses this. Look at that. This one lines up with these two. This one lines up with this one, and this Asia low and London low. Just I don't use it, but it's just funny to look at these things because this is the way you get better at charts. You get more insight into charts and how charts move, right? Just testing out things, seeing things, whatever works for you. Just exploding your buys around it. So now we got even that. I think we might actually move short. Maybe come up here. That would be great. Come up here and then move short because then we take this liquidity clear. So much. Oh, why did I read that? So much liquidity to the downside. And then boom. What is what? I can't. My OCD is killing me. I need to get all my usual things on. Yeah. And then so up and then from here I get it moved down. That would be great. That's ideal because then we can reach discount for this overall low that led to that high. If that will happen, I don't know because dollar is weak. Now we can look at my FX book. If there's news tomorrow, hold up, pop up, yeah, pop up. There you go. Tomorrow. So this is, geez, a lot of euro S&P. PMI is product. Can't remember. Let me check what that means. Macroeconomics library, PMI. I don't have PMI. Okay. There's no PMI. Producer. Why doesn't it say what I want it to say? All right, so let's read it. S&P Global measures a diffusion index for manufacturing industry, purchasing managers in the industry. Ah, fuck this. I don't want to read it right now. My head is done. Sorry. You can just pause it, go back and pause it if you want. But yeah. So this might be the actual example, inducing one more time the buyers and then completely selling off. And imagine all those stops. We got stops below here, stops below here, stops below here. And we got stops below here. We got stops below here. We got stops below here. Yeah. And then if then price comes down, and then we got this area on the 4 hour where we can look for longs. So let me actually mark that out. Or we take out the lows and we actually take that low out, but this would be great. Take this out, then come down. Like people will be like, what the fuck's happening to the dollar? The EU dollar was so weak. And then from here, we maybe get like a proper rocket. I'm just fantasizing right now. Like we get a sick rocket up. That would be nice. I don't want a sick rocket up. I want actually fuck that. I don't want that. I want price to be like this because I need to practice my buy trades. It needs to be like this. But because in the last 2 months, I took 13 sell trades, 5 wins, 6 break even, and 2 losses. And I took one buy trade. So 13, okay, 13, 13, I don't know, against one. Yeah, it's mad. All right, guys, that's it. I'm done. It's almost 11 o'clock. It is. Can you see it? Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to go to bed, but I might actually play some games. All right, peace out.